This is a song about a acquaintance of mine who was always full of energy and the next big thing. We were both musicians, and I guess we were each other's nemesises. But he almost always ended up being late, and for a concert. And quite often, me and some other people would be the warm-up band or the band that went on ahead of time. So we got an extra hour to play usually because Jeffrey would be over in the corner trying to get all his instruments. You know, he had keyboards and even had a theremin, which probably you can tell a lot about a person when they own a theremin. So this song called Waiting for Jeffrey. Waiting for Jeffrey, waiting for Jeffrey, every Wednesday and Sunday we are waiting for Jeffrey, waiting for Jeffrey, waiting for Jeffrey, every Wednesday and Sunday we are waiting for Jeffrey. Remember, waiting for you, every Wednesday and Sunday we are waiting for you, waiting for you. There were a doctor couple who, I think they still are, holding Sunday and Wednesday music events. Yeah, they've been doing it like 30 years or something. I went for a while. I used to play percussion, but it always seemed to be that there was at times less music and more just yakking, usually by one person. So after a while I got kind of frustrated. So, but it was good for a while. Yeah. This is a song called The Naked Edge. Ooh. Different ending. Leave them hanging. Oh, and I lost my dear puss. What a drag. Had him about 6 years. He was a real character. Used to drag mice and rats and baby squirrels through the cat door. It wasn't that big of a cat, and he probably had to do it backwards or something. So, yeah, seeing a fairly big rat in his mouth, and the cat had just grabbed it at the perfect point, just behind his shoulders. And the rat had seen the writing on the wall, so it wasn't struggling at all. And somehow I had to get the rat and the cat out of the house without the cat dropping the rat like he does with mice. Mice give it up in about 10 minutes. They just die of shock or terror. But a rat is kind of motivated. So, and he didn't come back about 10 days ago. And he'd been so lovey-dovey lately. He'd come in my bed sometime during the night and snuggle in my arms there, and we'd sleep with my arms around him. And yeah, took a while to get him to trust me. You know, he wanted to do what he wanted to do, and if he wanted to sit down by my feet and I pulled him slowly up towards my chest or beside me, no, he'd stomp down to the other end, or he'd leave the bed, but when he jumped out of bed, he'd jump on my chest really hard and bounce on my chest and onto the floor when he was pissed. Or else he'd go find something really loud to fiddle with in the middle of the night. So this is called Willie the Puss. Yeah, it hurts. Willie the Puss, he's my bud, way smarter than Elmer Fudd. Walks around like a king, just being aloof, well that's his thing. Loves his tuna, addicted really. Take it away, he gets squirrely. Put it back, he has a heart attack because nothing gets him going like stinky tuna, yeah, stinky tuna that taps me out. Addicted really, and how? Gobble, gobble with that dish because stinky tuna, that's a fetish, yeah. Willie the Puss, he's my bud, way smarter than Donald Fudd. Walks around like a king, 'cause being aloof, well that's his thing. Grills, not his thing. It's the other stinky tuna boys, that's his thing. Can you get tuna from a licked-out can? That's my cat because he can, yes he can. Or at least he used to. Willie the Puss, he's my bud, way smarter than Donald Fudd. Walks around like a king, 'cause being aloof, well, that's his thing. So, possibly he got nabbed by a cougar. He was acting kind of funny the last 3 or 4 days, and I knew something was new in the neighborhood. I didn't know whether somebody had moved in and there was a new cat or person in the neighborhood, but he was, letting me know that something was different and spending a bit more time outside and at different times. So, but yeah, he just didn't come back. So he was out with me in the garden. He likes to follow me around, watch me work, or if I'm climbing up a ladder, then he climbs up the ladder and wants to get beside me. Or he'd go up on the roof and show off. He'd lay on his back with his head partway over the edge of the roof and, roll back and forth and stretch, and or else cry for me to come up and get him. I don't do that because I'm worried about wrecking myself on a ladder climbing up there. I'm 70, even though I don't look it. But, yep, there you go. So I hope to get another one. So this is a song about the garden you've seen from time to time on other videos that I've put up. So